Hey everybody, it's Matt from Britical, Saiyans here, and today I'm going to show you my mono red Pilaf deck. So from set 10, so when you attack you can draw a card. His Awakening is if your life is at 4 or less, or you have 3 or more battle cards in play, you can get 2 energy back and flip them over. And then we go over to Pilaf, Shu and my assemble. Go Power Rangers, isn't it? So when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Activate main once per turn. You choose 3 of your battle cards and place them in your drop area, and then you choose 1 of your unison cards and it gains triple attack for the turn. So, yay. For those who are lucky enough to get the Sin Shenron, have fun. Jonah should have totally let me borrow it.
I could have if you said something.
So for the extra cards, negates, we've got 2, is that all you've got? So pay 1, counter attack, if your leader card is red, you negate the attack, and then you may choose 1 card from your hand, choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards and they get minus 15k power. Other negate for the deck, After Image Technique. So this is your sparking one, so you can take a life for it if you've got 5 cards and drop if you want to, instead of paying the 1. So your lead. If your leader card is red, you choose up to 1 of your cards and it gains 40k power, and you choose 1 of your opponents and gets minus 10k for a turn. And then we've got 3 copies of Pilaf's Castle. I did have this as a 2 of until I playtested the deck a bit more and then realised it at a bare minimum should be a 3 of, which I'll explain more when it comes to it. But so it's your field, and then if your leader card is a red Pilaf, when you play it, you choose 2 cards from your hand, you put them to the bottom of your deck and draw 3 cards. And then activate main, you switch this card to rest mode, then choose 1 of your red battle cards, place it in a drop area, choose 1 of your battle cards and it gains 5k for the turn. And then I got 1 off Wolfang Fist. So this is from set 10, one of the new ones, so it's, if you've got a unison out you can do different things. But it's play 1, counter attack. If your leader card is mono red, you choose choose up to 1 attacking battle card or leader card, ignoring barrier, and it gets minus 15 for that battle though. Its permanent is if you have a red unison card in play, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying the energy cost. And then for the last of the extra cards, I got a 1-off Pilaf Missile. So counterplay, if your leader, if you have a red unison card in play, if the battle card being played has 15k power or less, it is placed in its owner's drop area instead of being played. Then you choose up to 1 of your leader cards and it gains 5k per turn. Yay. So really good. Well, obviously, yeah, stopping someone coming to play and then buffing your leader for a turn. Permanent, if all of your energy is red, you can choose to activate this card's counter skill. I combined the words for a second then. From your hand without paying the energy cost if you choose 2 cards in your hand and discard them instead. Which in the right way, well in the right scenario, might be worth pitching those cards. Alright then, so on to the battle cards. So to start off with, we got our 1 costs. We got 4 copies of Shu, Pilaf and Myra. So 1 cost 5k. You activate main, you sack him off to the drop, and then you can choose a Pilaf or a My, red ones, from your hand for energy cost 2 or less, and you play them. And then we've got 3 copies of My. Yeah, I was going to say My. Auto, when this card is played, you look at top 5 cards on top of your deck. You choose up to 1 Earthling with an energy cost of 4 or less, one of them added to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Just for a bit of double strike pressure and just a way of taking some life if your opponent's not taking your life, if they're stalling you out. So Carber, when he attacks, you can take a life and he gains 10k in double strike. Yeah, really like going back into set 1 this is. Although he's had, is it 2 reprints? I
Um,
think he's had 2 reprints.
he had one on the anniversary, didn't he?
Yeah, but I think he might have had another one as a promo somewhere. Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I don't know.
Definitely has had 1 reprint.
Yeah, you carry on. I will actually check.
And then we got 2 copies of Master Roshi Martial Art Verstru, I can't even. So it's 1 cost counterattack. If you have a red unison card in play, your opponent cannot attack with battle cards at 25k power or more for the turn, and then you play this card. So it's just stop those big attacks coming at you, because you want to obviously live from things like that. And then I've got a one-off Bulmer Out Adventuring. So this is the new super combo from set 10. Auto, hang on, right, I'm going to have to get this a little bit closer to me. So if your leader card is red and you and your opponent have a total of 8 or less life, when this card is used in a combo, you draw 1 card. Then if it's your turn, you choose up to 1 of your red Earthling cards with energy cost of 1 in your hand and play it. Yeah, okay, so draw 1 card then if it's your turn, yeah. And then activate main once per turn. Choose 1 of your mono red battle cards or unison cards and it gains 5k for a turn. So if you want to end up playing it out, you can and do the activate main. And then of course you've got a 10k combo on board with another effect. So into 2 costs, when I get them all to my hand, we've got the other super combo. So I just gone with 3 of Chi-Chi, Ox King's Daughter. It's just because it was in the set and I couldn't be bothered to find any other ones. It's just your 4 or less. I couldn't be bothered to dig, they were just there. So, what?
I just love how honest that is. Just like, here's the other one. I can't be asked. It was in the box, so I just went, eh.
If you want a different one, you can use Vado from set 1 if you really want to, but it's an Earthling, so it's searchable off the...
See, that makes it sound like more like of a choice. It's like it's searchable. There's also a Bulmer you could pick. Oh no, you just went, can't be asked. Here you go, Chi-Chi.
Okay, yeah, so it is searchable because it's 4 less Earthling. Happy?
I am.
And then we've got 3 copies of Vegeta Elite Unison, so 2 cost 1. And his auto is when he attacks, you add a marker to him and you choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and give it a minus 5k. Not once per turn or anything like that, so with the Pilaf skill, if you're attacking multiple times, you can keep minusing 5k something and adding markers to him. And then his minus 1 is you choose 1 of your red battle cards or leader cards and he gains 5k. There's something I missed about this. Gains 5k and you can attack your opponent's battle cards in active mode. That's one thing I missed about it. Which is fine. Yeah. Didn't really come up. So then we've got... I'm just going to move these to one side because I may as well just show these next lot as a... one set, really, because they all do the same thing. Oh, well, I got 4 of the Mai in the full art, so now I need to get 4 of the rest of them. Right, so you got 4 Mai, 4 Pilaf, and 4 Shu. The reason why you run 4 of each of these is because they're a must at 4 of. Because, say if you played out Mai for 2, or use the Shu wherever he's gone. Where is Shu? There he is. Or your sack came off. To play the Mai. If you got 3 or more energy, when it's played, you get the... So for Mai, you get Pilaf and Shu. Shu, you get Pilaf and Mai. And then Pilaf, you get Mai and Shu. Straight into play. They have unique. But you really need to see these guys on the board because these ones are your main ones to sack off with Pilaf's skill. And you need them for something else in the deck. So that's why I'm kind of going for them. If you want to run less, but I like having the consistency on that. And it means I can see them. And also these, if you see them too much in your hand, before I go more into the deck profiles, sorry guys, your Pilaf's Castle, these are your main target for it, because you want them in a deck. So say if you add like shoe in hand, but all your mice, and you've got a Pilaf's castle, you kind of want, oh, I better put all my mice back in my deck. I'll put 2 of my mice back, because I don't have targets. So that's why I've done that. And then for the 4 costs, I've got 4 copies of Pilaf machine ostrich form. I presume it says ostrich. So 4 costs, 2 of it being red. Blocker, activate main, you can pay 2. You send a Pilaf card and 1 shoe from your drop area to your warp, and you can play this card from your hand, so you can pay 2 instead of 4. And then his auto is, when this card is played, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and he gets minus 25k power. For 2 energy, killing something with 25k power is pretty good. But it only targets 25k power and not less, so do bear that in mind. And then I've got 2 copies of Topo Righteous Aid. So counter attack, you choose 1 card in your hand. It is 1 card, isn't it? Yeah, choose 1 other card in your hand and place it in drop area as part of the cost. And then permanent, if it's your opponent's turn, you reduce the energy cost of his card in your hand by 2, so it becomes 2. And then auto, if it's your opponent's turn, when you play this card, for the duration of the turn, your opponent can't attack unless they choose 2 cards on their hand and place them in drop area each time. And also when you play them, you negate the attack as well, because, you know, Topo. And then for the last card deck, another 4 copies, is the 6 cost Pilaf machine and Master Bot. This is part of your win condition, along with the Vegeta Unison. So for this guy, he's got triple attack. Activate main, you pay 3 red, and then you get rid of 1 of each of the ones from the drop area. It doesn't matter which ones, so you could get rid of, like, I don't know, that my where's the rest of them? That my or that shoe or whatever. It doesn't matter as long as you send 1 of each. To the warp, and then you can play this. So it costs 3 instead of 6. And then it's auto is when this card is removed from the battle area by an opponent's skill or KO'd, choose up to 1 Pilaf machine ostrich form from your hand, drop area or deck, play it, and shuffle your deck if it does through it. So what you want to try and do, if I can just grab them all, where are they? Boom, boom, boom. So go either pay 1 to bring out the shoe, sack it off, play a Mai, get the other 2, or pay 2, play the other 2. So however you do it, you got these 3 out. Swing of all 3, use the leader skill, make sure you got the Unison card out, sack them off, pay the 3, bring this out, and then you've got 2 guys that have got triple attack, and then plus your leader. So you just made 10 attacks in that 1 turn. So that's showing you how you want to try and win the game as much as possible with this deck. It's very, very aggressive in 1 turn. It's very explosive in that 1 turn. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching. Any thoughts, leave them in the comments below. And I will see you next time. So bye bye.